That rainy evening, as I stood outside the fancy restaurant, soaked and shivering, something inside me snapped. I realized I had two choices. I could continue living the same way, trapped in a cycle of mediocrity, or I could take control of my life and create the future I wanted. I chose the latter, but choosing wasn't enough. I had to act. And acting meant stepping into the unknown, facing my fears, and embracing the possibility of failure. It was terrifying, but I knew I had no other option if I wanted to break free. Step 1. Changing my mindset. Expanded. Changing my mindset wasn't just about reading books or repeating affirmations. It was about rewiring my brain to think differently. I had to confront the deep-seated beliefs that had been ingrained in me since childhood. Beliefs like, money is evil, rich people are greedy, and I'll never be good enough. I started journaling every day, writing down my thoughts, fears, and goals. I challenged every negative belief and replaced it with a positive one. For example, instead of thinking, I'll never be rich, I wrote, I am capable of creating wealth. Instead of saying, I'm not smart enough, I affirmed, I am constantly learning and growing. I also began practicing gratitude. Every morning, I listed 3 things I was grateful for, no matter how small. This simple habit shifted my focus from what I lacked to what I already had, creating a sense of abundance. Step 2. Learning how money works. Expanded. My financial education didn't happen overnight. It was a gradual process of trial and error. I started by tracking every dollar I spent, which was eye-opening. I realized how much money I was wasting on unnecessary expenses, like eating out, subscriptions I didn't use, and impulse purchases. I created a budget and stuck to it religiously. I cut back on non-essentials and started saving aggressively. I also opened a separate bank account for investments, committing to depositing a portion of my income every month. I learned about the power of compound interest and how small, consistent investments could grow over time. I studied different asset classes, stocks, bonds, real estate, and cryptocurrencies, and understood their risks and rewards. I realized that building wealth wasn't about getting rich quick. It was about making smart, long-term decisions. Step 3. Taking action. My first business, Expanded. Starting my e-commerce business was one of the hardest things I've ever done. I had no experience, no mentor, and no safety net. But I was determined to make it work. I began by researching profitable niches. I spent hours analyzing market trends, studying competitors, and identifying gaps in the market. I settled on a niche I was passionate about, fitness gear, because I believed in the products and understood the target audience. I started small, selling a few items on platforms like eBay and Amazon. I reinvested every dollar I earned back into the business, gradually expanding my product range and improving my store's design. I learned how to create compelling product descriptions, take professional photos, and optimize my listings for search engines. The first few months were a roller coaster. There were days when I made no sales and days when I made just enough to keep going. But I refused to give up. I treated every failure as a learning opportunity and kept pushing forward. Step 4. Building multiple streams of income. Expanded. Once my e-commerce business started generating consistent income, I knew I couldn't rely on it alone. I wanted to diversify my income streams to protect myself from unexpected setbacks. Content creation. Starting a YouTube channel was a natural extension of my journey. I wanted to document my experiences and share the lessons I was learning. At first, it was intimidating. I wasn't comfortable on camera, and I had no idea how to edit videos. But I pushed through the discomfort, knowing that growth happens outside of your comfort zone. I focused on creating value for my audience, sharing practical tips on personal finance, entrepreneurship, and mindset. Over time, my channel grew, and I started earning money through ads, sponsorships, and affiliate marketing. The best part was connecting with people who were on similar journeys and inspiring them to take action. Investing in stocks and crypto was a game changer for me. I started with small amounts, using platforms like Robinhood and Coinbase. I made mistakes, like investing in trendy stocks without doing proper research, but I also had wins that taught me the importance of patience and discipline. I developed a strategy focused on long-term growth, investing in index funds, blue-chip stocks, and a few carefully selected cryptocurrencies. I also learned about dollar-cost averaging, which helped me mitigate the risks of market volatility. Real estate was the final piece of the puzzle. I saved up for my first rental property, which was a modest duplex in a growing neighborhood. It wasn't easy. I had to learn about property management, tenant screening, and financing, but it was worth it. The passive income from rent gave me financial stability and the freedom to focus on other ventures. Step 5. Overcoming challenges. Expanded. The road to success was far from smooth. There were moments when I doubted myself and wanted to quit. I faced criticism from friends and family who didn't understand my choices. They thought I was being reckless, chasing a pipe dream. But I stayed focused on my vision. I surrounded myself with positive, like-minded people who encouraged and inspired me. I joined online communities, attended networking events, and found mentors who had already achieved what I wanted to achieve. I also learned the importance of self-care. Building a business and managing multiple income streams was exhausting, and I realized that I couldn't pour from an empty cup. I started prioritizing my health, eating better, exercising regularly, and getting enough sleep. I also made time for hobbies and activities that brought me joy, like reading, hiking, and spending time with loved ones. Step 6. Achieving financial freedom. Expanded. After years of hard work, I finally reached a point where I didn't have to worry about money. My businesses were thriving, my investments were growing, and I had multiple streams of income. But the real reward wasn't the money. It was the freedom. I no longer had to wake up at 6 a.m. to go to a job I hated. I could spend time with my family, travel, and pursue my passions. I had created a life where money worked for me, not the other way around. Step 7. Giving back. Expanded. The most fulfilling part of my journey has been helping others. I started mentoring people who were in the same position I was in years ago. I shared my story, taught them the principles of wealth building, and encouraged them to take action. I also started a nonprofit organization to provide financial literacy education to underprivileged communities. I believe that everyone deserves the opportunity to create a better life for themselves, and I'm committed to making that possible. Conclusion. The power of choice. Expanded. Looking back, I realized that the biggest obstacle I faced wasn't my circumstances, it was my mindset. I had to believe that I was capable of achieving greatness, even when everything around me said otherwise. The journey wasn't easy, but it was worth it. I learned that success isn't about luck or talent. It's about persistence, resilience, and the willingness to take risks. It's about showing up every day, even when you don't feel like it, and staying focused on your goals. Now, the choice is yours. Will you keep waiting for the perfect moment? Or will you take control of your future starting today? Remember, every millionaire was once a beginner. The only question is, will you be next? Thank you for following this journey from beginning to end. I hope this story has inspired you and shown you that success is not limited to anyone, but rather the result of determination and dedication. No matter the challenges, remember that the small choices we make every day can change our lives completely. If you feel inspired by this story, don't forget to press the like button and subscribe to the channel to always be up to date with everything new. Share this video with your friends. These words may be the change they need in their lives. Subscribe to the channel to receive all that is new and be a part of this journey towards success. Remember, you are capable of change, and every day is a new opportunity for a better beginning.